places, Home Goods even, that you can find architectural prints. They're very hot right now, and I'm sure that you've seen them. If you haven't, if you try looking for them, you'll find them. So let's say that you're on a wall, and underneath the wall, underneath this little art grouping, you'd like to put something interesting. So we'll just find a little column, has a little green on it, has a little antiquing, and a bust of Caesar would probably be a little over the top. For a touch of whimsy, you like the Bronze Age, and so we'll go with bronze, but we'll use a modern sculpture. I like to mix it up, and I find that to be a lot of fun. Now we're in Roman times a little bit with a touch of whimsy. Let's take a shape. Now we're into shapes, and here's a very much of a Roman shape, an urn. And so we've got this urn here that we can put beside it. And this can go under a window or under some artwork on a wall. And finally, the good old, reliable green plant. And so we've got the green plant, but you can find a pot that has that weathered look and distressed and antiqued here, a little brown to pick up the bronze, and you have a little ensemble, a little vignette that may dress up a corner and make it look so interesting compared to either having it empty or having a stack of books there that, well, you don't have a stack of books anymore because Amber has come. All that stuff. So I hope that makes sense, and if, while I'm deconstructing that, if anybody has a question about that, I'm happy to talk to you throughout the process. No questions? I hope that doesn't mean it's not interesting. Okay, so here we are. Now let's say you've had your theme experience. Let's go to this. Okay, you have a table. We talked about neutrals and how fun neutrals are, except when there are too many of them. So you have this table, but you don't have anything Louis XV in the house, and everything you have just seems like it's kind of blah. What do you turn to? Color. Right. And so let's just say we talked about blue being one of those favorite things. So today we'll try for blue. Lay down a blue rug underneath that table. See what that does. And it will probably make a really nice difference. So you have your blue rug, and now what are you going to do? If you have blue, 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 it might get a little boring even still, so let's throw in, as we talked before, one of those great complementary or analogous colors. Let's throw in a little yellow. Again, kind of a touch of whimsy, but also a touch of class. And then we can add on with our blues. And you guys know I love terriers, so there's my little footstool in blue and my little pillow in blue. But I'm still craving a breaking up of that blue off the neutral. So I'll add in, today I brought a child's chair. And here's a child's chair, and guess what? It has a third color, green. It has introduced this green in this plaid. And oftentimes I recommend people start with a fabric, because fabric designers are experts at putting colors together. One of my clients furnished her whole $1 million house off one pillow. She found a pillow that she loved. The pillow had the style and the color palette, and from that little pillow came this big, beautiful mansion. So on top of the table, maybe we can add a little height, a little interest, and keep on with our yellow. But then also, let's not forget the green. That's what really kicks it up. And so, you have now taken your tan and beige cream colored table. Why not? Beautiful. Any questions?
I like the way you tied that together. I keep thinking, well, I think I have a pot like that. Yeah. You know, it really just kind of.
I guarantee you, if I came to your house, I would find stuff like that.
You'd scream first.
You said it, I did.
Debbie, is there a limit of the number of colors you should try to keep in the room?
4 is the max.
Okay.
And that's called the complementaries. I'm always, here's the old color wheel. You know, color is such a science, but it's called the split complementaries. And that means that you go here and here, and that's about the maximum. And you know what, the other thing about color, one of the reasons that green, blue, and yellow work so well is they're analogous. So you have the yellow and the green and the blue. They're analogous on the color wheel, and that's one of the reasons that they work. Color, again, is very scientific. When you're working with somebody and you want to get the right color, make sure they really know about color. And the other thing is, it's easy to remember, is the 60-30-10 rule. Do you know that one?
No.
Where you, okay, it's unfortunately a man's suit, not a woman's, but we can take that too. That 60% of your room should be the basic color. So let's just say the guy's wearing a black suit. Let's say that represents your walls. So let's say your walls are a nice creamy tan, 60%. 30% is going to be his shirt. So your 30% will probably be your sofa. So let's say that you have that in a nice soft green. And the 10%, which is his tie, is the tossed pillows in a brilliant orange or a brilliant blue. Does that help? Mm-hmm. It's a great rule to remember. Finally, style. We've had a theme, we've had color, and now we have our style. So the other day I went to our rummage sale. I sent you an email about that. Some of you were on my list, my mailing list. And by the way, if you want to be on my mailing list, every month I send out a little mailing with design tips, etc. And I told you about a rummage sale. The rummage sale I bought for, let me see, this was $3 and that was $1, $4 for this French wire planter and matching mirror.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I was so excited. But I got home, and let me tell you something, I had a little conundrum because I don't have any plants. I don't really have any little plants. So, you know, okay, it's really cute, but I don't know what to use it for. So I start thinking, and I think, what can I use my French planter for? And I looked around, and this is what I just told you. You have stuff you don't know you have. I found in my basement an antique French print. Not kidding. I found what else did I find? Oh, I found this Provençal pottery. I was so excited. It was kind of just like not even in my conscience. Oh, please don't fall down. Oh well, you got the idea. Crap. All right. Then I found this little L'Hotel. L'Hotel. I had that. And I found Loire Gastronomique. I found a cookbook and Toujours Provence. So I put those on. My sister had given me a scarf from Rue Saint-Honoré in Paris. And I thought, why not? It's stuck in my closet. I'll put it there. And a little bit of more pottery. And then what else? Oh, well, who could be without a glass of wine in a French? My God, we'd have to have that. And, you know, the roses. I had a milk jar with French on it. And pretty soon, I had a neat little thing going on that was all French. I have cheese plates. Never really used them in context. And so I could put them here. And I also had this neat little, wherever it is, someplace around here, there's a little bird plate
rack in the corner.
Okay, so I could take those, mount them behind this, beside the mirror, and hang the plates up. That would be totally fun, wouldn't it? And so I got that. So I'll finish it off with my little napkin that's